Hi, I'm nutritional researcher and best-selling author Brad King.
Hi, I'm George Hildebrandt, president of Andean Enterprises, and brings the best organic maca to Canada.
Because excessive stress, whether it's real or imagined, creates a hormonal milieu that is very destructive to the body. We produce a hormone in particular called cortisol. I call it the invisible saboteur because when you produce cortisol, it's easy enough for it to be stimulated in the body, but it's really, really hard to get rid of. So you could actually have an argument in the morning with someone and then make up about an hour later, and your levels of this very powerful hormone are elevated for about 16 to 18 hours right after you had that argument. So it's not worth getting upset. What that hormone does is it eats the body, it cannibalizes you from the inside out. It takes things like nitrogen and removes them from muscle tissue, and it literally shrinks the body. And by the way, that's not a good thing. Don't use that to lose weight, because if you lose muscle tissue, you actually become a smaller fat person because it's taking away your metabolism. It destroys hippocampal neurons in the brain. So those are the neurons that you use to form things like memory. It takes away your sex drive because it's produced along the same biochemical pathway as your sex hormones. I can go on, but I think you get the message. Stress isn't good. You know, Ultimate Maca Energy, maca is an incredible superfood. I know that word is bantered around a lot, but when we talk about superfoods, maca is actually grown in Peru. It's grown in, a few different places around the world, but the best maca comes from Peru, grown at 14,000 foot altitudes in the Andes, and it is naturally sun-dried, organic, non-genetically modified, and we go through a process called gelatinization. I'm going to let George explain to you what gelatinization is, because it really potentiates or makes the maca that much better for the body.
The gelatinization process is a proprietary process invented in Peru to take the starches and fibers in maca to make it more bioavailable and easy to digest for humans. Our maca is 6-to-1 ratio. The powder and encapsulated maca is the strongest in the market, and as Brad said, is organic, is non-GMO, ethically farmed, and is the best premium maca you could find in Peru. Very little production of maca, low qualities in Bolivia and Ecuador, but nothing to compare to our Peruvian maca.
You know, the question a lot of people ask is, why would you want to use a maca? Well, maca does a few things in the body. Number one, it's known as an adaptogen. That means it allows the body to adapt to higher stress loads. We're constantly under stress, whether it's an actual stress, whether it's an imagined stress, exact same hormonal response takes place. It's also a sexual enhancement natural product, or you can call it an aphrodisiac. If you Google that, it works very, very well in that department. And finally, it allows the messages of hormones to actually do their job just that much more effectively in the body. So it does many incredible things, and that's why thousands of people notice just unbelievable results from the product.
Our maca is the best because, first of all, it's Peruvian. It's cultivated in the Junin plateaus of Peru. It's organic, ethically farmed, and sun-dried. Those are key things. We're the only company that has Preferred Nutrition buys the maca directly from us in Peru. We do the farming. We sun-dry our maca for at least 30 to 90 days, depending on the sunshine in the altitudes of those places where the maca is grown. There's no other company that can show you that. They may tell you, but we actually do it. The other reason our maca is fantastic is because we use only premium roots. So from a crop of 20 tons, we may be able to use 3 to 4 tons, which is really pricey, but is what we want for Brad King's products. He only wants the best resources, and we are providing that. We offer 3 different formats. We have the capsule maca in a 6-to-1 ratio, which we are the only company that produces this. So 6 kilos of roots produce 1 kilo of the powder that goes into our capsules and also into our jars in the powder form that you could put on your smoothies. But we also have something fantastic that very few people have, is a 20 to 22 to 1 ratio liquid maca. We use 20 to 22 kilos of roots to produce 1 liter of the extract. This is something that people will love to use. It's incredible for...
I want to add something to that, George. You, even if you're a coffee drinker, you can actually add this liquid directly to your coffee. And what you're going to do is you're going to negate any of the so-called negative effects that people get from drinking coffee, because you're stimulating stress hormones when you drink coffee. Maca, being an adaptogen, is actually going to take away any of that negativity, and it's going to give you even more of a natural boost. So another great thing you can use it for.